Welcome to Brian Bealer's Rounding Them Up. It's going to be May 6th for sale, 1967 through 1969 Pontiac Firebirds. This search request comes from a lot of our subscribers. And like these subscribers, there's a classic car you're looking for. It's free and easy to do. Just subscribe, drop in the comments the make and model, and we'll round them up for you. So if you're new to the channel, this isn't the only car for sale right here, but this is the one I'd go check out if I was looking to buy a 67 to 69 Pontiac Firebird. So with that said, let's get on to all the cars we did find. It's going to be on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. I don't own any of these cars. I don't make up the prices. I've just simply put them in price order from lowest to highest. And you heard it right. We got over 60 Firebirds to look at. So this very first one, if you want to find it, you go to Facebook Marketplace, punch in 69 Pontiac Firebird, hardtop parts car, resto mod project car. And you'll find it, PA area. Once $18.50 for this car. Says it's a hardtop, selling as a complete parts car with a VIN tag. With a PA salvage certificate. Was an overhead 6-cylinder car. Overhead 6 is gone. To put a V8 in it. Don't look like a bad deal for $18.50. Again, it is a salvage title, PA. Check them out. It does not say how long that ad's been on here. I want to read them out and contact him. There's how you find it. On to another one. It's going to be a 1969 Pontiac Firebird. $2,500 on this one. Listed 2 days ago, North Carolina. Says it's a 4-speed car. V8 with a 4-speed. Has rust in the normal areas. Trunk lid. Has rust. Both doors and bottoms look to be complete. With some other extra parts. Bill of sale only $2,500 or best offer. Been on here for 2 days. That's what you're looking for. Can't get over there fast enough to grab that for $2,500 or best offer. It's my opinion. Got a lot of pictures with it. I don't recall us seeing Camaros like this for $2,500. So I'd have to say again that the better deals run with the Firebirds. And is that because the Camaros are more desirable? Absolutely. Not that hard to make one of these look like a Camaro either, though. On to another one. This is going to be our first Craigslist ad, and it's going to be Columbus, Ohio, 1968 Pontiac Firebird convertible. That's how you'd find it, $2,900. Been on here for 14 days. Yep, and I contacted this gentleman. He won't be back in town till Tuesday. And today being Saturday, I don't know, I might buy this car. So it's 1968 Firebird convertible. Rusty project. It's got a 350 engine, should run. Run last summer, got a 4-speed transmission that worked to move it around last summer. Rusty body, has replacement panels. Replacement 15 years ago on the floors. You forgot to mention floors in there, but that's what was replaced 15 years ago. Comes with the outer quarter skins, inner wheel well tubs, the outer wheel well tubs, and you see it. Complete dash in it with the title. Yeah, I don't think I can get over there fast enough to drag that home. I'm not looking for a Pontiac Firebird convertible, but for that kind of money, $2,900. I don't know if I'm going to buy it or not. Maybe one of you guys will get to it faster than me, but it's only 40 minutes from my house. So check it out if something you're interested in. I'm kind of interested in it, even though that's not what I'm looking for. I love that 4-speed setup for $2,900. Runs and drives, title, convertible. I don't know how you can beat that price. Again, I might buy it, even though I'm not looking to own a Firebird. On to another one. There's how you find it, though. And again, he's not going to be back from North Carolina till Tuesday. It's going to be a 1967 Pontiac Firebird here, $3,000, listed 2 weeks ago, Georgia. Says he has a 67 Firebird, would make a great car for restoration. $3,000 would consider trade for dirt car stuff. Man, I don't know about great restoration. I'm liking the looks of that convertible better than that one. But if that's your area, Georgia, check them out. 1969 Pontiac Firebird here, $3,000, listed 5 weeks ago, Texas on this one. It's no title, no motor or trans, and plenty of rust. That's what it says in the description. There's all the description if you want to read it out. It was $3,000, best offer if you're interested. Still got a dash in it. Had some holes in the floors, the quarters. I don't know, it still looks like a great deal compared to some of the stuff we was seeing on the Camaros for the money. $3,000 on that one. Be a 1967 Pontiac Firebird here. We're up to $3,200. Listed 3 weeks ago. This is going to be an Oregon. Says the shell subframe. What you see is what you get. Make a good project. No title. Needs floorboards and quarters. What you see is what you get with 2 photos that look like that. Yep. Going to be a 1969 Pontiac Firebird here. $3,600. Does say it's at a dealership. Listed 5 weeks ago in Texas. Says solid car to restore, 400 cubic inch motor, solid body, bill of sale, rolls and steers. Yeah, that's all you get for a description. It's 68 with no title. I actually got a buddy looking for one with no title, 68. Unfortunately, it's in Texas. On to another one. It's be 1969 Pontiac Firebird, $3,900 on this one. Listed 12 weeks ago. It's going to be Illinois. We are going to go fast. I know I've been told, man, you need to slow down so I can see and read that out better. Just look them up. You know, go to Illinois on Facebook Marketplace, punch in 69 Pontiac Firebird. You'll find it. It's currently listed for sale, just like every car on this episode. And he will not reply if it's available. On to another 1967 Pontiac Firebird, $4,000, listed 3 weeks ago. This one's going to be in Kentucky. It's convertible for sale, 400 engine, automatic trans, 4,000 firm on this one. I don't know, is that worth 1,100 more than the other one? Might be. See in the area, it's a 67 Kentucky. 1967 Pontiac Firebird 2D 4,500, going to be in Oregon. Posted 2 weeks ago on this one. You can see we got some of these that got the Camaro prices on them, right? 4,500 for this one. Looks steep. Does look like a nice shell, but that's all we're seeing is a shell. Does say clean title, complete project. Comes with doors, fenders, hood, bumpers, interior, motor, transmission project. Sounds better now, right? So he didn't see all those parts, but he says he has them. 4,500 cash. That'd be a 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe here, 2D, $4,000, Michigan. This one's listed 2 weeks ago. Clean title. 69 Firebird shell only. Rear end still on. Note, needs complete rebuild. Repeat, complete rebuild needed. No motor, no transmission, clean title. So if he's looking for a 69, well, there's a 69. Got the console buckets, still got the steering wheel in it. Definitely going to need some glass. Yeah, pretty rough. Price $4,000. On to another one. 1969 Pontiac Firebird, $4,050, listed 4 weeks ago. This one's going to be North Carolina. Does say clean title. Man, it looks rough. They dragged it out of a field from somewhere. There's a pile of parts. Lost hopes and dreams. I'm sure plenty of those come with it. That car looks rough. Clean title. In hand. Car would make a great project. That's what they're saying. It's rough. And it shows it. There's a description if you want to read it out. North Carolina, listed 4 weeks ago on that one. Still more together than some of them Camaros we were seeing for $4,000, right? Going to be a 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe here, 2D for 2-door, 4,800 bucks, listed 25 weeks ago. I've tried to stop showing all these cars over 20 weeks. But just because it's been out here that long doesn't mean it's not still for sale. Horrible photos. I've mentioned in the past how you can crop these down on your phone. Just go to edit, push the edit button. There'll be a little circular with arrows and click on that. And then you can cut this picture down to where the big blurry one in the background would be the size of your photo. So maybe that could help one of y'all out if you didn't know. It does say it's a 4-speed car. He will include a 4-bolt main big block Chevy. Or a 350 depending on what you want. It's in Washington, $4,800. It'll be a 1967 Pontiac 400 here. This one's $4,950 for this one, listed a week ago, Connecticut. This don't look like a bad project to me. It's all together. Got the 400 hood on it. Some nice back bumpers on it. Looks like there's still floor pans in it. I don't like the green steering wheel. Got a Quicksilver shifter. 1967 Pontiac Firebird 400. She's been sitting for a long time, has rust, but the frame rails are nice and solid. Sells with Connecticut bill of sale, Connecticut registration. That's all you need in a lot of states to get a title. So check it out. That don't look like a bad looking car. That's a nice project right there. Want something to rip apart and start on? Buy one that's complete. 1968 Pontiac Firebird here. We're at $5,000. Listed 12 weeks ago, Alabama. It's like it's sitting in a salvage yard. And all it says for description is the area that it's at. So nothing about a title on this one. Seats are gone. There's some information if you can read that out. Again, just showing you where they're at, how to find them, and how much they are. On to another. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, $5,500 on this one. It's going to be listed 8 weeks ago. This one's in Alabama. It does say clean title on this car. So 69 Firebird, cash only, no trades, price is firm. And then it says, bill of sale only, after they checked on having a clear title. So want one with just a bill of sale? Well, we found one with just a bill of sale. Something you're interested in. There you go. Got a big old hole in it. Like it had a cow induction hood on there, or one of those Eldebrock air cleaners. On to another one. 1968 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, $5,250. It's going to be listed a week ago, Texas. I'm pretty sure we included this car before, but you can see he's reposted it. It says a week ago. So I know we didn't search him a week ago, but I think I've showed this deal before. It comes with another body. So this is a 2-for-1. Roof's all rotted out, and see there's the body he's including with it. So I know I've showed it before. It says it's only been on here a week. Some of the ones I found that I know for a fact we showed before, I did not include in this search. So it never hurts to watch old episodes, rounding them up. A lot of times the cars are still for sale, and if I can recall showing it, I don't include it. So he has two 68 Firebirds. Both have titles. You heard it right. Both of those cars got titles. Located in Atlanta, Texas. That's something you're interested in. Check him out. On to another. It's me 1969 Pontiac Firebird, $6,500 on this one. Again, it's going to be in Texas. This one's still got that Chevy cow hood on it. I had some drag lights, some race seats in it. Looking to build a race car, $6,500. Deck lid's fiberglass. Was going to build it, but changed direction. Could make a Camaro clone, is what it says. Title in hand in his name. Texas, $6,500. I mean, 1968 Pontiac Firebird here, $6,500 again. Listed 18 weeks ago. This car is going to be in New York. And he says over and over and over, stop asking if it's available. 68 Firebird 400, real 400, car matching numbers, all documents, original bill of sale sheet. That's what you're looking for. We found you one. Back windows pulled due to rust, it looked like. Had a new trunk put in it already. Got some paperwork coming along with it. Didn't sound like a title. Original bill of sale sheet, but I don't know if that included a title. Did not say. New York, check them out. On to another one. I know certain cars in New York after a certain amount of time don't need titles anymore. 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, $7,000. Listed 6 days ago, and this one's going to be in PA. So we've made it up to $6,000. Perfect project, rolling chassis, new quarters hung. I just read out what people have in here. You know, I know that all Pontiac engines are big blocks, and I read out exactly what people put in their ads. And a lot of times people like say, big block Pontiac. Has the title in hand, $7,000 or best offer, no low ball offers. PA, 6 days ago. I believe I've even said 3-speed power glide before. But again, you know, I'm just reading out how people type up these ads. I don't make up what they put in for description on their title. I don't have nothing to do with the way people list these. And I know when I correct it up a lot, we've had people say, man, just quit bitching about the way they're listed and show us the cars for sale. Well, if you don't like the way I show the cars, let me recommend this to you. Just quit watching and go watch somebody else sell you some six-figure cars. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe here, 2D, $7,000. 5 days ago, North Carolina. I have to read through a lot of ads, so a lot of shit does annoy me a lot. I don't like reading through a lot of bullshit and then there's nothing about a title. Nobody else cares about anything else. And a lot of people like to put the title in the end of the ad. So you see right here, North Carolina title in his name. It's the last thing he said when it should have been the first. So if you don't agree with me that that's how a title should be printed out, is screw everything else about the car. Is there a title or not? Do you own it or not? Are you in a state? And mention it. If you're in a state that don't need a title, then stay that right off the bat. You know, not everybody realizes that a lot of states don't have titles after 20, 25 years old, what the car is. So, nice chrome trailer wheels you're looking for. Or how about a 69 Camaro with hideaway headlights? That's what it's got on a front clip. Lots of parts. Might be everything to convert it into a 69 Camaro. So, a 69 Camaro for $7,000 sounds pretty cheap to me. Check them out. North Carolina's your area. On to another. We're going to try not to complain about people's ads or subscribers or people that just like the view and not even subscribe and hit the thumbs down. We're going to talk about cars, not all you guys. 1967 Pontiac Firebird. $7,500 listed a week ago, Arkansas. Trust me, my patience have been tested this week on whether I still want to even look up cars for people with the ignorant stuff that I just got to see in the comments. And it amazes me the people that think that they can come in and drop ignorant comments on my channel. That don't happen. We go through the comments on my channel. It's how we get our requests for our next search. So if you were that ignorant to think that you were going to come in and drop some kind of comment in one of mine that is just saying something bad about a car, make or model, or people, or me, or my family, yeah, that stuff's not going to last. Get your enjoyment out of 2 seconds of it being on there, because it will be deleted. All that said, I'm still searching cars because this is what I enjoy doing, but I gotta tell you, man, some ignorant people have really tested my patience. If the post is up, it's available. So I dig when people say that in their ad. This thing comes with a lot of parts. Take a big trailer. $7,500 on that one. Gonna be 1968 Pontiac Firebird here. $8,000 listed a week ago, Iowa. Got some really nice trailer wheels on it with some spinners. Looks like a pretty decent car. See some Bondo in it. It's like every old car, right? Something you're looking for. Check him out. 462. That must be the cubic inches. A 462 10-to-1. Voodoo cam. 9-inch Ford. 389 posi track. 400 turbo. Sounds like got a good drivetrain down in there. $8,000. I like the price even. 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, $8,000, Florida. So it's like a nice project right here. It's like a decent car. Clean title, almost everything new. Check him out. Does say clean title. Florida, looking for a cool 67 Pontiac Firebird project. Boom. Found you one right there. Gonna be a 1969 Pontiac Firebird here. $8,000. This is 3 weeks ago, Florida. Found our first Pro Street drag car at $8,000. You can bet it's a roller. Man, all those Camaro drag cars we've seen. This might be the only Firebird on here. No, there's got to be more drag cars, right? Before we get through the rest of them. $8,000 or best offer. Don't waste the time. It's a no title bill sale only. On to another one. Gonna be a 1969 Pontiac Firebird here. It's gonna be $8,000. Listed 2 weeks ago, PA. Says it has a 400 train with possible 400 motor. He has not ran the numbers, but it should say right on the side of the block if it's 400 or 350. It's got one seat in there. I don't know, $8,000. That's your area, PA. Check him out. On to another one. Give me a 1969 Pontiac Firebird, $8,500, listed a week ago, Washington. Says, so the good is he has a fresh 455 of the Muncie 4-speed and pedals and shifters for the car. So I love the drivetrain coming with it. Got a big dent in the quarter panel, no back window, no grill, it's been wrecked. So no fender, doors crushed, hood's crushed, no front windshield. Sounds pretty rough. He did say something about a 455 the 4-speed Muncie. Washington area. There you go. Going to be a 1968 Pontiac Firebird Coupe here. 2D, 8500, listed 2 weeks ago. And this one's going to be New York. Does say clean title in the check mark box. Sometimes in the description, then it'll say bill sale only, like we've already seen on this episode. Says 350, 6970 Muncie 4-speed. I believe original color is gold. Most likely a 6-cylinder overhead cam car is what he's thinking. I don't think he ran any of the numbers. Does have a stitched in floor pan. Looks like they didn't grind and smooth out any of the welds all the way around it. Had a nice trunk jam in it. Routed up rocker panel. Patched hole in the floor and a patched hole in the fender. They're about to all fall back out. Resale red, kind of faded. Got some cherry bombs on it. It might even run. Nah. Yeah, it does run. We got a first running car at 8,500 bucks. Big wide Kragers on the front. Looking for one with a 350 that runs. This guy's got some big studs on the back. Kragers aren't on the back though. Yeah, I don't think we've seen any 68 Camaros like that for 8,500, did we? On to another one. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, 8,500, listed a week ago, North Carolina. Kind of jumped onto this search because I got a buddy whose dad was diagnosed with intestinal cancer, and he's going to have some surgeries done here, and he's picked up a 69 Firebird convertible that his son wants to get running for him. So we're looking for a 400 engine. Just take his 350 out, drop an engine in it that runs, and just be a lot quicker way to get it going. No title, bill sale only, so that's why I run these Firebirds. Was hoping we could find one with a 400, cheap enough, close enough, but it didn't happen. So we will be searching Pontiacs for the next couple days, I would guess. 1968 Pontiac Firebird, 9 grand, listed 2 weeks ago. This one's going to be California. Had some Z rollers on the front. I don't know, got a crazy Pontiac honeycomb on the front. Then we got a SST on one back, and it's just all kinds of mixed match wheels. At least it's got wheels. No motor or a trans roller. Clean title, 9 grand. It's overpriced compared to what we've already seen. 1968 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, 9 grand, California, listed 17 weeks ago. This is definitely a much better car than that last one we just seen for 9 grand. Pro Tour is what you want to go with. Everything's shaved and hidden. Yeah, we got one of those. Look like they did that to the dash too. Looking for a custom resto mod? There you go, California. Got a lot of that custom mod work already done for you. On to another one. It's going to be a 1968 Pontiac Firebird. We're up to 9,500 bucks, listed 8 weeks ago, and this one's going to be in California. It's a convertible. What you see is what you get. That $2,900 one looks a lot better than this. That's my opinion. I see more parts than the other one, including a 354 speed setup. Well, on to another. It's going to be Reno here, and it's going to be on Craigslist. It's going to be Pontiac Firebird, 10 grand we've made it up to. Listed 12 days ago. See, it's got that hood tack on there. You got to dig that. It's got the grill laying there, Pontiac Rallies, shows the bumper, laid out all the parts, still got the interior in it with the manual. So this looks like a decent project. Price is 10 grand. Extras is 60s, 389. Miscellaneous 350 parts. Clean title, you gotta dig it, man. Manual transmission. I'm liking that one. Had his phone number right in the ad. Been on here for 12 days. That's got some serious potential right there. 10 grand's in your budget. Check that one out. Be back on the Facebook Marketplace. Gonna be a 68 Pontiac Firebird convertible 2D for 2-door and 10.5. You know, I read out the 2D for 2-door. We know they didn't make 4-doors, but that's just the way people have posted them. So 23 weeks ago, Kentucky. Hasn't been able to sell it in 6 months. You're right. 23 weeks, 2 photos. Kentucky, you'll find it. Back to Craigslist. Gonna be St. Louis, 1967, Pontiac Firebird convertible, 10.5, 21 hours ago. So this car just went online. Only 4 photos that are really, I don't know, not so good. Frame off, restoration started. 400 cubic inch, you gotta dig that. Got the dual ram hood, tack on the hood, power windows, power top, console, rally stripes, resto mod, mirrors, folding seat. Call Mark and it's got his phone number. Hasn't even been on here for a full day yet. On to another one. It's back to Facebook Marketplace. Gonna be 68 Pontiac Firebird, 11,000 on this one. Listed 11 weeks ago, California. It's been on here for a while. This looks like a decent car. I don't like that steering wheel. That's me. But definitely the way you want to find them all still together. Look like it was missing the door cards inside. At least the back sail panels. Missing 2 or junk. It says Firebird running driving project. Could use some TLC. It's got a 454 big block Chevy in it. So looking for the one with the big block Chevy, we found it. Back to Craigslist. The San Francisco Bay Area here, 1967 Pontiac Firebird, 11 grand we're at. It's been out here for 27 days, not 27 weeks. Gotta dig that. All together, had all the interior in it. Engine trans underneath the hood. Got a 326 in this one. 11,000 or best offer. With this phone number in the ad, check him out. If that's something you're interested in, hit him up. Give me a 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe here, 2D 11.5. Listed 4 weeks ago, Iowa. Got some nice brand new wheels on it. And some quarter skins and a trunk pan. There's that full trunk pan. But you're going to have the quarters off to get that one in there. Actually had the trunk extensions as part of the trunk pan. It's a nice pan. Paid some good money for that. 11.5, Iowa. Looking for a project. Clean title. There it is. 1968 Pontiac Firebird here. 11.9. It's going to be in Maine. 6 weeks ago. Says this is a 68 Firebird. If the adds up, it's still for sale. Don't ask if he's interested in trades. He's wanting to sell it. Getting a title will be no problem. So it doesn't have a title right now. I would recommend you get the title before you list it. That's me. Everybody's going to want a title. On to another one. It's a 1968 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D 13,000. California. For a second I almost thought this was a Camaro at that price. Got a nice rear end on it for it, but I gotta tell you, man, people that rip stuff like this all the way down and then think they can still get 13,000 for it, it's out of his mind. There's no way I would buy it. It does say or best offer. If that's your area, something you're still interested in is loading it up in your big old enclosed trailer, because that's what you're gonna need to get it all home. 1968 Pontiac Firebird, 12 grand we're at. Listed 3 weeks ago, Missouri. This looks like a decent car. No back window in it. But I'm digging the looks of it. 350 motor, even though it says 400 on that air cleaner. Look at the crack in the roof. So it's been a rusted out roof that's been packed full of Bondo. Look at the rust in the back window area. That's why the back window was pulled. Water's just pouring into the trunk. So the trunk pan's got to look like Swiss cheese too. You've seen the price, right? He wants 12 for that one. On to another 1968 Pontiac Firebird. 12 grand, Mississippi. 4 days ago this car went online. A nice exhaust system there. Needs to be finished. Tons of new parts. 400 motor. And transmission. 12,000. Or best offer. Well, I don't know. With all the new sheet metal I'm seeing, it has to be a better deal than that last one. But really bad photos. On to another. It's a 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D 13,000 Maryland. Listed a week ago. No engine in it. Tell by the way it's sitting. The body don't look bad. 67 project AC car. He has a 455 motor ready for assembly. That's what it says. We can put a 455 in a Pontiac project. Boom. Check him out. That'll be a 1968 Pontiac Firebird 350 HO here. That's how he's got it posted. 13.5, listed a week ago. Gonna be in Wisconsin. It's convertible with the hood tack again. Set of Kragers on it. That's a great looking car. Definitely not finding a Camaro looking like this for $13,500. Yep, that's a nice looking car. Convertible. That's what you're looking for. $13,500. Got a 4-speed in it. Definitely a lot nicer than that one for $2,900, but if you only got $2,900 to spend, on to another. It's gonna be 1968 Pontiac Firebird, 13,500, 3 days ago, PA. This looks like a great car with photos that needed to be cropped, but for what you can see in the last 3-4 photos there, I mean, why not have those first 5 photos cropped too? You can tell the last photos were a lot better. Trunk pan shows a little bit of rust, but don't look like it's been hacked out and stitched up with a aftermarket trunk pan already. Check it out. 350 motor in that one. Not a Pontiac, so it's got a Chevy 350 in it. Or something other than Chevy. It didn't say Chevy, just said it wasn't a Pontiac. 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, $13,988. That's the price, listed 8 weeks ago. This one's going to be Nevada. Got a set of Chevy rallies on it and a Chevy engine in it. So all you need is those Camaro taillights and a Camaro front end. And boom, have yourself a 67 Camaro for $13,988. Clean title in his name. Nevada, looking for one? Boom, found you one right there. Just buy yourself a Camaro quarter panel. When you replace this one, it needs to be cut off. On to another Craigslist ad. This is going to be in New York. 1969 Firebird hardtop, $13,999 is the price. 13 days ago. Still got the hubcaps on it. This car looks absolutely gorgeous. With the overhead 6-cylinders. This is probably the coolest one we've seen so far. So far, this is my pick of the day. Yep, you've seen it right. It's a 6-cylinder for $13,999. It's got that overhead 6-cylinder in there. What a cool car that hasn't been all ripped apart already. Wanting a cool one? There's a cool one with a really big printout. Was posted 13 days ago, and he updated this ad just 5 days ago. New York. Back to Facebook Marketplace. Going to be a 1968 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D for 2-door at $14,000, listed 5 weeks ago, Tennessee. How many times have I said Pontiac Big Block? Price is $16K. I don't think it said that at all in any of these ads, but usually that's what it says, is big block engines, and I usually read it out as being a big block, and then I get to hear about, well, all Pontiacs are big blocks. I get it. I know. Or best offer on this one, $14,000, Tennessee. Looks like it runs and drives. Y'all know I don't like the seats and the steering wheel. I say it all the time. I like the back seat, even though it was yellow and black. Yeah, $14,000 on that one. Gonna be a 1969 Pontiac Firebird convertible 2D here, $14,000, New Jersey. Convertible, got white interior. I love the white interior. I like the color they painted that engine too. Good start to a convertible right there. 69 is what you were looking for. Wow, he's got a cool one right there. Looks like this was shot in sealer. That's why it's shiny. That sealer, man. Could be a nightmare to try to sand that back off. So I was looking to sell a 69 Firebird. Will not respond to if it's available. If it's listed, it's available is all he had to say. But on to another one. 1967 Pontiac Firebird, $14,000. 4 weeks ago, California. Yep, not a bad looking car. Again, got a Grant steering wheel in there. People are quick to rip those steering wheels out. Same one we showed before, so he's dropped the price. We've definitely showed that car already on this episode. On to another one. 1968 Pontiac Firebird convertible 2D, New York, $14,500. I do believe this is a different car. 4-speed convertible, rock solid. I don't know. Have we showed that one already too? I don't think so. Blue interior with the stick. White paint. No engine, no trans. That's what it's looking like. No engine, no trans. Seems a little pricey. 400 hood included. On to another one. Might have showed a couple twice on this episode. My bad if we did. Didn't mean to. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D. $15,000, Georgia. Got new quarters, new fenders. Round them up train comes through. Looks like they just painted up the deck lid and the doors. I don't know, those could be new shells too. No, they're not. The doors are just replacement skins, if anything, on the one. Check it out. Don't look like a bad project. $15,000 though. Clean title. It's a 350. It's had over $12,000 worth of sheet metal work done to it. At Camaro Junction, Virginia. Yes, it has a title. On to another one. 1968 Pontiac Firebird. $15,000 we're up to. Listed 4 days ago. It's going to be Mississippi. So I went to 20,000 cut off on these, just like we did the Camaros. And I don't remember seeing any Camaros that looked that pretty for 15,000. Do you? Yeah. Firebird is probably the better bang for your buck. Especially when it comes to getting one with a 400 or 455 4-speed. Yeah, the Camaros with the big blocks, 396 or 454 4-speed, way different in prices. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe, 2D, 15,000 again, in West Virginia. Got a big old hole cut in the hood, and he's got a club put on there, you see. Nobody steals it. Seats have been redone. I hate the sunroof, man. So I just don't like sunroofs in classic cars. That's just me. That's something you're looking for, is a set of drag lights. The big hole cut in the hood and one cut in the roof. Found one. 1968 Pontiac Firebird, 15.9, South Carolina. Manual transmission. 3 speeds, engines of 6 inlines. It's got the overhead 6, got Chevy rallies on it, which I just don't like, man. Pontiac rallies on this. This look like a really decent car. Had a newer gas tank in there. There you go. Found 2 of those overhead 6-cylinder Firebirds. You gotta dig that. Really nice interior in this car too. That must have been a 3-speed automatic. No, it says manual, so it's 3-speed on the column. I'm digging the sounds of that. Check that one out. What a fun car to drive. South Carolina. On to another. 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D. 17,000. Listed 2 weeks ago. Arkansas. Got some nice Kragers on it. You gotta love those shackles that are sticking way into the ground. I don't know why you wouldn't take a buzz cutter out there and chop those off, but bet you it sounds good with the Flowmaster exhaust. Headliner's half missing. Had a pretty decent steering wheel in there for not being the original. And this car looks rough. 17,000. Something you're interested in your area? On to our last Craigslist ad. It's going to be Portland 2 1969 Pontiac Firebird project car, 17.5. This one comes with some chrome trailer wheels. And the other one's going to be that car we've seen listed before, so there you go. He's got it combined with another car for 17.5. You tell me, is that a good deal? There's a printout if you want to read it up. On to another one and back to Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. So that was our last Craigslist ad. 1969 Pontiac Firebird, 17.9, 7 weeks ago, Michigan. This looks like a decent car. It's a drag car, right? Yep, so all the interior's gutted, pro-streeted. Actually, it doesn't look pro-streeted, so I don't know. They just took the back seat out to reduce the weight. Maybe widen up the wheel wells a little bit. Yeah, I'm digging it. This could be put back on the street. 17.9, if that's what you're looking to do with it. It got a 455, and he's the one that says big block. I get it, man. They're all big block Pontiac engines. But again, every time we do Pontiac searches, I'm guilty of repeating what people say. So if something you're interested in, check him out. Says it runs great. Michigan, 7 weeks ago, looking for a street drag car. There you go. Street strip ready. 1969 Pontiac Firebird Coupe, 2D 18.5, Wisconsin. It does burnouts. It's got a nice looking engine under the hood. Dash is missing, interior's missing, needs paint, needs glass. But man, it's got a nice looking engine sitting down in there. Look at that shit, man. They cut this thing up into nothing. 18.5. That's in your budget. It's going to need a lot of work to finish that project. At least you're not dealing with rust. On to another. Give me a 1968 Pontiac Firebird 400 with a 400 turbo, Chevy 427 engine. It's looking for a 427 in your Pontiac with a split sunroof. There you go, and it's even purple. Back seat looked all moldy. Not a bad looking car, but I don't like the sunroof or the Chevy drivetrain in it. On to another one. That's me. If that's what you're digging, check him out. 1969 Pontiac Firebird. We're at our limit. 20,000. Listed a week ago, California. Looking for one where you don't need a hood. We found one. Don't need a hood with this car. Got some runners on the back. Some street strip tires on the back. Runners on the front. Clean title. Flowmaster exhaust. Nice chrome paint on the rear end if that's what you were looking for. It's only got a 350 engine down in there. 5-speed manual transmission. Kind of like digging the sounds of that. Clean title. It's 20,000. Yep. Take it to the car show or the drag strip. Your choice. On to another one before the pick of the day, and it's going to be this one here. It's another $20,000 Firebird. 1969 Pontiac Firebird. 2 weeks ago, it's going to be in Nevada. It says Nevada, but it looks like snow all over the place, so I don't know. They have it cross-posted in a bunch of different areas. Good possibility. Does say clean title. Does say Nevada. So factory Hearst 4-speed manual, numbers matching. Got a nice printout on it. But with all that said, it's pretty cool running this search right after that Camaro search we just had. Seems like we just did Camaros, 67 to 69s, but I think this is the best pick out of all the ones we've seen on this Firebird search for sure. Going to be this one right here, 1967 Pontiac Firebird Coupe 2D, 16,000, listed a week ago, Youngstown, Ohio. 16,000, beautiful car, needs restored, overall clean car, 400 4-speed. Numbers on the engine and block show as a 1966 389 block. The heads are shown to be 1967 400. The training's just been rebuilt. Engine hasn't yet. If posted, then it's available. I love it. I'm digging the wheels. He does say something about restoration, but it looks nice enough to take right to a car show the way it is. So maybe he meant putting the drivetrain all together and getting it down in it. So it's probably sitting without the engine and training in there yet. Even though I've seen the shifter up through the floor pan in the pictures. So I have no idea. You have to hit him up. 16,000. Can't get there fast enough with the trailer at home. So that's my pick of the day. I think it was an awesome find, especially it's in Ohio. Does look like the ground's wet. Looks like he took the hose out there and sprayed over top of it. See some water spots, so I bet that it doesn't shine that good. That's pretty deceiving when a seller does that, but I'm telling you, man, that's not a bad looking car right there. Something you're interested in, hit him up. Like always, appreciate all the new subscribers. Everybody hits the thumbs up, and everybody does keep me motivated into looking for more cars for all of you. Appreciate all of you. You're all the ones that keep me going at times when I get frustrated with dealing with idiots. So we're going to deal with idiots. I get it. The bigger the channel gets, the more idiots we find. But to all you guys that are digging the channel, that have Facebook group and joined, appreciate having all of you in there. Again, you get an inside scoop of when the next round of mubs coming out and progress I've been getting done on my 64 comments. So big thanks to all of you for watching. Like always, be good, be safe, and peace out.